This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Pull your glasses up and put your headphones in, because it's time for Off the Script. And all you fucking goons and assholes, get in line and hit subscribe, because it's time for Off the Script. Hit the like button and share it around. You can even pull your fucking pants down, because it's time for Off the Script with JD from New York 206, because it's time for Off the Script. Because it's time for Off the Script.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel on this Tuesday afternoon, July 11th, 2017, with a breaking news story that I honestly don't think you guys are going to hear anywhere else, man. I got some new information that is uncovered about this supposed Alberto Del Rio domestic violence situation that Paige was trying to sweep under the rug because she didn't want anybody to catch wind of this. Well, too bad, man. There are eyes everywhere. There are eyes everywhere, especially if you are a celebrity in the public eye. And I got new information. We're going to go over it right now. First and foremost, number one, Raw Review is live on the channel right now. If you guys want my thoughts on that amazing segment with Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe and, what's his name? Oh, Roman Reigns. Yeah, he was there too. You know, if you guys want my thought on that, that is live on the channel right now. Go check it out. Link will be in the annotation that you see within this video. And I want to thank everybody for a great weekend, man. I haven't seen growth like this in forever, since WrestleMania. So we are nearing 80,000 subscribers, man. Hopefully, by Battleground, we will have eclipsed 80,000 subscribers. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys, man, for your continued love and support. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206 and hit that subscribe button down below and that bell so that you guys have all notifications turned on for my daily uploads. First and foremost, Alberto Del Rio. Guy's a fucking asshole, okay? Guy is a fucking asshole, man. Number one, if you are involved or your name is being thrown around in any supposed domestic violence situation, you are a fucking animal. I do not condone at all, for whatever reason, to hit or strike a female. You are a fucking asshole. And in this case, Alberto Del Rio should be absolutely fucking ashamed of himself. After what I read to you guys today, I wouldn't even bother employing this motherfucker for a wrestling company, let alone having him be our representative as a world champion. Fucking asshole. Earlier this weekend, Alberto Del Rio came under investigation for a domestic violence situation. Former WWE superstar Del Rio, get it through your fucking head, man. Former WWE superstar. Guy's been out of the company for a year, and he's salty as fuck. I wish I had a fucking salt shaker around here. I'd dump salt right all over the fucking table in front of me. Guy's a salty fuck. Alright? 1 year since being let go from the WWE because he wanted to be let go. Guy's still talking about the man with the big nose and the Usos. Guy's inviting the Usos to come down to his restaurant so he can beat the shit out of them. Right? He's inviting Triple H to the restaurant so he can beat the shit out of them. And then he says, yeah, I'll buy you a drink because that's the kind of gentleman I am. Maybe that's your fucking problem, Del Rio, especially after what I read to you guys today. Maybe you shouldn't be drinking. Del Rio, now wrestling under the alias of Alberto El Patron, go figure, Patron, is currently under investigation for an alleged domestic violence incident. This happened at the airport in Orlando, according to a report from Mike Johnson and PW Insider. Now, TMZ is also reporting that the incident happened on Sunday around 3 p.m. where Alberto allegedly roughed up his female companion. TMZ says Del Rio hasn't been arrested or files have not been charged at that moment. He is under investigation. A statement was issued from the Orlando Police Department posted via PW Insider, and I quote, "There was an incident at the Orlando International Airport at 3 p.m. Sunday involving Jose Rodriguez, date of birth 5/25/1977. The reported incident was a domestic violence battery, and it is still under investigation. No arrests have been made as of this time, but the case remains open." That is all the information we have for release at this time. There has been no name of the mentioned victim here at this stage of the story. Paige did post a video of her and Alberto together the day before with her family. That's that. Now let's go on to the next issue here. Paige responds to the reports of Alberto being investigated for alleged domestic violence and battery. So she tried to sweep this under the rug and pretend like nothing was a big deal here. The big news was Alberto being investigated by police for an alleged domestic violence incident. Alberto has not been charged, but the Orlando police said in a statement that he was still being investigated for the incident that happened over the weekend. Paige takes it upon herself to address this situation on Twitter to come to his defense. She tweeted, "We got the cops involved. I'm crying because I found out bad family news and a lady tries to take a picture. She gets angry, throws a drink on Alberto. She also said, 'Please leave us alone.' That is it." Now, Global Force Wrestling also released a statement here on the incident saying that they are looking into this themselves. And after what I read to you, I would do more than just look into this. I would actually take action and make this guy a fucking example. Because this shit is fucking pathetic. Okay? Now, Paige says, "We got the cops involved. This lady gets angry. She throws a drink on Del Rio. Leave us alone. Leave us alone." So we go from that to this today. Now, there was audio that came out with this entire situation that makes Paige into a liar, and it makes Alberto into a fucking cocaine-sniffing alcoholic drunk. And this guy is your world champion, Mr. Jeff Jarrett. Right? You want to clear the name of TNA. You want to start fresh. You want to present a new product, clean slate, right? No problems. You want to go about your business. You want to put on a product that is worthy of a wrestling show that you're proud of. Make the fans proud. Make the audiences proud. Put on the best product possible, right? So audio came out about this entire situation. I don't know how TMZ got a hold of this, but God bless him. Before audio came out, Paige took to Twitter and blamed the incident on a random female who threw a drink on Alberto asking for a photo. That woman actually spoke to Heavy.com and called the allegation completely false. The fan noted that Alberto Del Rio reeked of alcohol as he chased after Paige inside the airport. Can you imagine that? Chasing Paige in the fucking airport. I would have took fucking photos and video of that shit too. That's ridiculous. In a public setting, you are a world champion for Global Force Wrestling. She is a notable figure in WWE, and you're chasing her around the fucking airport because you're reeking of alcohol. While arguing on the airport tram system, an emotional Paige reportedly screamed at Del Rio and said that he had been doing cocaine for 2 days straight. She also called him abusive, according to the witness. The woman said they were arguing back and forth, screaming at each other. This woman, who did not give her name, lives in Tampa Bay, was dropping her mother-in-law off at the airport when she saw Paige outside of a restaurant close to the entrance of a terminal. Paige looked upset while on the phone with somebody, pacing back and forth with tears in her eyes. The woman admitted to discreetly trying to take photos of Paige as she walked and talked on the phone. At least she admitted to that. Paige apparently noticed her and walked back into the restaurant as one of the 4 people at her table walked out, presumably to check and see if she was still there. Paige suddenly came back, storming and crying and yelling. Alberto, who was visibly soaked in liquid, chased after her. She went to the nearby tram system. The woman followed the argument and was one of the only people on the tram with the couple as their argument grew louder. He was soaked and she was saying, "You're such an abusive husband. I hate you. You've ruined my life. You've ruined my career." The couple continued their argument for a short while on the tram as Patron, go figure, allegedly said, "Check her bag. She's got all the coke in it. It's all hers." Out loud in public. So then, as of this morning, after all this news broke, we got Zach Beavis. We got Paige's brother stating on his personal Facebook page, and I quote, "I've got to say, I'm very worried about my sister. Please keep an eye on her. She had one prick known as Brad Maddox who took advantage of an 18-year-old girl, physically and mentally abused her. And now she's with a control freak who thinks he's a tough guy because he beats my sister and has money to cover his tracks. I love my sister. She will end up like Whitney Houston or Amy Winehouse. Please share this. I want the world to know that I care about my little sister. Everyone keep an eye on her. You'll be angry at me, but I love you. I'm writing this on behalf of all the Knights." And then he goes on to say, "Thank you for all the messages. This is very hard to do. Ricky Knight, who is Paige's father, is the head of this family, and he will have his say later." End quote. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now you want to know why WWE didn't want Paige hanging around this fucking loser. Okay? So Alberto Del Rio was granted a top spot on Global Force Wrestling as their world champion. He is the face of that company. He is a representation of what that company is moving forward. Jeff Jarrett, Dutch Mantell, and everybody involved with that product, Bruce Pritchard, they put their faith. And I don't like Global Force Wrestling, nor do I give a shit what they do. I don't. But from a business standpoint, I don't know how they let this go and they do nothing about it. Okay? Real life happens. And when real life takes a turn into something like this, and news gets out that your world champion is a fucking cocaine addict, a fucking alcoholic, and an abusive husband, why would you even want or fathom to think about this guy running the top of the fucking show for your brand? I don't get it. This guy was gifted the responsibility of being a world champion, a face of their company. They had enough faith in him to give him that spot that I guarantee you anybody else on that roster would die to have. Would die to have. And he's fucking it all up. Cocaine, alcohol, beating Paige. Meanwhile, now we know why Paige is what she's been in the last year and a half. It's because she's been around an abusive fucking alcoholic. A 37-year-old man taking advantage of a young female in Paige who has an entire career ahead of her. You know, she is seeing all this and she's been around all of this. In turn, it's fucked up her career. It's made her make decisions that I'm sure she didn't want to make, no matter how frustrated she is with WWE. You know? Who else is to say that he isn't to blame for the drug policy violations? We don't know what Paige was busted for. We don't know what she was suspended for, right? All the nasty attitudes, all the fucking videos that she was in, right? All these Periscope videos that he was visibly drunken. Paige, you've seen it in her body language. She didn't even want to be in those videos. She knew he was a fucking mess. Everywhere you look, Del Rio's drunk. Everywhere. His tweets, his Periscoping. Yet this guy's a world champion of a fucking company. If I'm running a business, this guy's cut. I don't give a fuck how much losses. This guy's cut. He's not my world champion. I strip him of the fucking title. I take him off television, and I make an example out of this fucking guy. I hold a tournament for the fucking world title, and that's it. He's not making a fool out of me. Because that's exactly what he's doing to Del Rio, to Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantell and Bruce Pritchard. Del Rio's making a fool out of these guys. And he's making a fool out of Global Force Wrestling. You know? You think your shit doesn't stink, right? You're the world champion of the third biggest promotion in the United States. And you think you're king shit, right? You think your shit doesn't stink. Why do you think WWE let you go? They found no value in you. They found no value in you. You think Triple H is just going to let talent walk? If he's got a problem with you, there's got to be a fucking problem. This is ridiculous. From a business standpoint, this guy's got to go. A clear-cut fucking pathetic embarrassment is Del Rio. On top of that, he's beating Paige. Domestic violence. Why would she even want to be around that? I don't understand why she's coming to this guy's defense. Why is she covering up for him? It's come to a point where now she has to worry about her own career. She's ready to come back. I'm sure WWE would welcome her back. They need her. They know that they need her. The Raw Women's Division is fucking boring. She could step foot on that show and automatically be at the top of the fucking card for the women. Don't let this guy ruin your fucking career. Don't. This guy's career's done. Don't let him drag you down with him. Let him fucking kill himself. Let him go on and think he's some type of rock star. Cocaine and alcohol. Go run your restaurant. Then you're inviting Triple H and the Usos because the Usos mentioned the sex tape with Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods. Right? And then in a drunken rant, have the man with the big nose and those fucking Usos come down to the restaurant. I'll kick your ass, and then I'll buy you a drink, because that's how much of a gentleman I am. Maybe that's your fucking problem. Get the Patron off your lips, you fucking retard. You're a world champion. Conduct yourself as one. Absolutely fucking ridiculous story. If I'm Global Force, I cut this guy. He ain't representing my fucking brand. I don't know what company would want a drunken, fucking cocaine-sniffing, wife-beating, pathetic loser running the top of their card for their show. Let alone having him be the world champion. Bullshit. I know you guys agree with me. This is fucking sad. We all want to see Paige back on television. We all want to see Paige back in the WWE. Succeeding like we know that she could. But she's been spending the last 2 years with this fucking retard and ruining her career. Now we know why she's made the decisions that she's made. All influenced by Alberto El Patron. Let me know what you guys think about this story, man. All I know is if I'm Jeff Jarrett, I would do more than just look into it. This guy needs to be made an example of. Okay? I would take the title off of him. I would fire him. If this comes out and he's charged with these fucking allegations and the cocaine and the alcohol and the abuse, I'd take him off television. Done. Terminated. Go work for somewhere else. Go work for someone else. You ain't doing that in my fucking company. Let alone he's a bad influence to Paige. If the roster that he's working with sees this and he's able to get away with this, what kind of example is that to the rest of the locker room? Oh yeah, I could be a fucking drug addict. I could be a wife abuser. I could be a fucking alcoholic. And I could be at the top of the card. Yeah, I could be Del Rio. What kind of example does that set for his peers? Never mind what Dutch Mantell and Bruce Pritchard and Jeff Jarrett and the faith that they're putting into him. This guy's a fucking role model to a lot of different fucking people in this industry. People look up to Del Rio. Fans and superstars alike. What kind of attitude? What kind of representation is that of yourself? You got people that you work with, that look up to you. You're making a fucking fool out of yourself. If I'm in that locker room, I don't look at him the same anymore. This guy's got to go. This guy's got to go for real. If I'm running a company, he ain't my world champion. If he's accused of all this shit, done. Take the belt off of him, give it to somebody who's hardworking, responsible, and is not going to fucking take the faith and the word of Jeff Jarrett and everybody else in office and fucking just completely make a mockery of it. This guy's got to go, and if he's charged with this, I would get rid of him like that. Done. You ain't my world champion no more. Del Rio, a fucking disgrace, and Paige, I can only hope for the best. Hopefully she comes out of this and we once again see her on WWE television. She doesn't need this shit. Get away from this guy, get him out of your life, and worry about your fucking career. That is the only thing that is important right now. Be around people that want you around. Be around a fucking company that's not going to let you kill yourself and ruin your fucking life and career. Be around peers that are going to have your back. This guy clearly doesn't have your best interest at heart. If he did, he would be the fucking role model that he should be for you. Bullshit. Alberto Del Rio, disgrace. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if I hear anything else on this story, I will let you guys know for sure in a follow-up video. But if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for everything. And I will see you guys for SmackDown Live. As always, Nakamura versus Baron Corbin and AJ Styles, the new United States Champion. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys for SmackDown Live. I'll talk to you later.